Rob Parker, what do you think about this idea for a mid-season
I don't like
tournament?
it. I just think it's unnecessary. There's no reason to do it. You mess with tradition of the NBA. There's just no reason, Chris. Please tell me why we're doing this. Just play the regular season. Hold teams accountable for putting together good rosters, and you know what I mean, or not rewarding just losing. But I don't. The mid-season, and then someone's going to say, "Oh well, yeah, LeBron won 4 championships, but he had 4 mid-season championships. He's the mid-season champion king." I just don't like the whole premise of it. I don't understand what they're trying to fix in the middle of the season. We have an all-star game we love. Let's do that. Maybe make the game a little more exciting or do something else. But, Chris, we don't need this. Who's clamoring to do this soccer-style thing that they do? I don't know. I don't know one fan who told me, we need to have a mid-season tournament. Who?
You know what? A Christmas tournament. How about that?
But that's college basketball, Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Am I missing something? Seriously, who's clamoring for this?
I agree with you completely about it being unnecessary. Wholly unnecessary. Like the last thing I would think that they need in the NBA is a freaking mid-season tournament. Now, what I will say is this. If they do this, now, there's a chance. Let's see how serious the teams take it, too. Because what if the teams, they want to rest? I mean, we already got a problem with load management. I'm sure the league will try to curtail that. So maybe that's not even going to be an option for guys to rest players and all that stuff. But if the league does this, Rob, I admit that for the first several years, it will be kind of ridiculous. I don't think we'll care. I don't think it'll be a big deal. I don't know how much the players will even care. But if they stick with it, keep doing it, I do wonder if in the future, I'm not sure, but I'm wondering in the future, once it's established, once it is part of tradition, and 15, 20 years from now, does it become a big deal that a guy won the midseason tournament? So it'd be like like you said, he's got 4 rings, he's got 3 MVPs, he made 9 All-Star games, first team All-NBA 5 times, and he won 7 mid-season tournaments.
How about this? We lose. I'm just going to throw out a name. Giannis breaks his leg in the mid-season tournament playing in this thing. And it could happen on any game, Chris, on a Tuesday night or whatever. You know how the NBA season is and how people play. It's not as revved up. There's like a pace to it that gets you to where you want to go at the end of the year.
Guys get better.
Am I right, Chris?
Form.
Yes or no?
They could have a term for it. Mid-season form, right?
Right. I'm not talking out of turn. But now we're playing this thing that matters, and I got to give my all, and we're trying to win this thing, and God forbid something. I'm just saying.
That's a legitimate point, because if they do take it seriously and it does become real, like a big deal to win it, that's midway through your season and dudes will be playing harder. So maybe somebody does get hurt. That's fair. I also wonder, Rob, let's say they take it seriously, it becomes a big deal. Could that diminish the finals a little bit? Just a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if dudes are really going all out and you get a trophy and you get some love for winning the midseason award, midseason tournament, could that diminish the finals a little? Yeah, we didn't. The Clippers, they didn't win the finals, but hey, they won that midseason tournament. Does it? You know what I'm saying?
And then, right,
a little, just a little.
Kawhi's got 3 of them. The Clippers have won 3. They can't win the finals, but they got 3 mid-season tournaments.
Right. That's a good. Yeah. I look. The last thing you want is something diminishing the finals.
Yes, you don't want to do that.
No,
you don't want to do that. I just think there's nothing wrong with the NBA, Chris, the way it is. I don't know where the clamor is coming from this. I don't know if it's just the idea of trying to call them playoff games to ask the networks for more money? Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure it's related to money. There's
Right?
no
It
doubt.
has
about
to be.
Yeah,
What else
you
could it
probably
be?
would get more for a midseason
those
tournament
games.
than for regular games. Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is,
Than a
especially
regular Tuesday
when they
night
lost the
when
money from the
Milwaukee-
pandemic. Right.
Yeah, Milwaukee's playing Charlotte. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A Tuesday night game.
Yep. The networks would drum it up like it's something big. No, that's what it is. That's definitely got to be what it is. But I agree. Like as we kind of talk this thing out, I just don't. Even if it becomes a big deal, why do we want that taken away from the finals? Because it would if it becomes a big deal.
Right.
I'm not saying the finals wouldn't be king, and that's the ultimate goal. But if I can still say, but hey, I did win the midseason tournament. Don't tell me I didn't do nothing.
How about
what I mean?
Chris, this? If my team wins the midseason, and then if the finals come or the playoffs and they're not in or whatever it is, all right, I'm good. I saw my team win earlier this year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah. Nah. The more I think about it, yeah. Now I like the play in. They can keep that if they want to just make it the 8th seed. I get it. It isn't the most fair. It's not really a fair thing, to be honest. Right. You play 82 games. You finish in the top 8. That should be it. Unless it's a tie, or even if you want to say if you're within, 2 or 3 games of 8th.
right.
Maybe.
But you're rewarding, and Chris, they're fortunate because it was LeBron and Steph in those spots. But if you had
a lot of the other games were bad.
were bad, and if you have those, and you don't have guys with those marquee names, you're going to have a couple games where normally people just aren't going to tune into. They just won't.
But this year was great because you not only had LeBron and Steph, but you had Westbrook and Bradley Beal,
right.
and that enabled them to get into the playoffs.
Right. No, I get that one. It worked on that side, but it
Yeah.
didn't. But
I think it worked. I mean, obviously, yeah, Golden State, it didn't work.
Right.
Because they would have been
now,
in
right,
under
they should have
normal
been in the
circumstances.
playoffs,
Right.
and instead, Steph is at home. You just lost
Right.
out on a marquee, whether they're whole or not, Chris, it's a marquee team
Steph
with a
Curry,
marquee
right.
player, and he's at home because you
Right.
did this newfangled thing, and you had a chance of either LeBron or Steph not playing. I don't think that's ideal.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they measure this because you're right, especially if Memphis, and I don't think they will, but if Memphis beats Utah, the leagues think, man, that could have been Steph in the second round. Look, shout out to Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, y'all doing a great job, but really, Rob, nobody really wants to see them in the second round. So it'll be interesting. All right.